Welcome to Helping Hands with your hosts, John Neiman and Judy Ritchie.
Hello, and welcome to Helping Hands. This is our opportunity to let you in the community know how you can lend a helping hand to a program, an agency, or any other special need in the community. I'm Judy Ritchie, community advocate and member of the Oshkosh Committee on Aging.
I'm John Neiman with Aurora Medical Center, and welcome to our September edition of Helping Hands. We're so glad that you could be with us and you could join us. Once again, this show is sponsored by Aurora Healthcare, and we're very grateful for their support in keeping us on the air for 14 years now. And also, our beautiful set design is by Harnix on 9th Street. We're into fall. It's September. A great season. Lots of things happening in September, as we'll talk about with our guest. Where can you see us? You can see us on Life TV. You can listen to us on WOCT 101.9 FM. And also, we're on YouTube, the live stream. And also, if you're looking for our specific schedule to watch the replay, you go to oshkoshmedia.org, go to Life TV schedule, and you'll see that we're on 5 of the 7 days of the week. And there's also many other wonderful shows that you can watch on Life TV. So we're glad that you could be with us.
Well, and today we're talking about back to school. The kids are just starting, and we've had a couple of events like the back to school fair that addresses the needs of some of the special kids, or the needy kids who have been registered through United Way and the other programs in the community. But doesn't really address the needs of the new teachers or even some of the long-term teachers in the district. And with that is the Teacher's Closet, which is a nice little hidden treasure in the community. And with us is the director, Kay Kinzel Steenerson, who is the director. And she happens to be the second director. She was on the board from the beginning. Mm-hmm. And tell us a little bit about the Teacher's Closet.
Well, the Teacher's Closet was formed to provide the need for supplies that are no longer supplied by the schools because of budget cuts. So we provide pretty much anything a teacher might need in their classroom. And that has grown now to also supply needs of children who are needy in the classroom. So we have everything from colored markers, pencils, to actually hats, mittens, socks, things like that, backpacks, yes. Any of those kinds of things that through the teacher we can reach the needy kids. And what's nice about us, we're there all year long, so in the middle of the year, when those supplies that they got in August run out, parents don't have to go and spend the big bucks for supplies because there's no longer back to school sales and so forth.
And and when you talk about that too, I remember my kids were all close in age. So you had 3 kids in August, the shopping list for all 3 kids. That can be expensive all at once. And like you said, it doesn't last. I remember that each child in the class had to bring a box of Kleenexes. Well, that does not last.
No.
So now at least the teachers, instead of taking it out of their own pocket, have a place to go.
Correct.
To get materials, useful things for their room and also for their students.
Correct.
Now, tell me about you, because our show is on volunteering, things in the community. What got you involved with this?
Well, I was retiring as a teacher. I was a teacher in the Oshkosh School District. I taught for 38 years.
No way.
Yes.
When you said retiring, I had to look twice too. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, correct. So when I first retired, I was kind of like, oh, what am I going to do with all my time? And so I saw that Carol was starting the Teacher's Closet. And so I kind of jumped right in and said, oh, I'll help with this because I really saw a need for it. I myself spent a lot of money out of my own pocket. I was a reading specialist, and I bought a lot of books for kids. I mean, I spent thousands of dollars, a couple thousand every year, just buying the things I would need. And if there was some special project I wanted to do and the supplies weren't available, I bought them.
And that's
So-
true of all the teachers. And when you
Yes.
get the new young teachers coming in, they're dealing with student loans and all those other things.
Correct.
And what I like is with your website, you're always posting something. I don't think there's a day goes by that there isn't something posted. And
Right.
there's a lot of really neat ideas. But there was just one recently that showed the classroom that was government funded and the classroom that was basically teacher or
Right.
the volunteer funded.
What the teacher adds to
Yeah.
the classroom.
And it goes from bare bones to a really rich community type environment.
Correct.
All the different learning stations and learning props.
When I started teaching in 1973, you could fill out a little form. I first taught in Berlin, Wisconsin, and I could write down, I need this, this, and this, and probably the next morning or a day later, there'd be all those supplies on my desk. Well, last year, I had a brand new teacher come in from the Oshkosh School District. She came into her office. She was a counselor. And she said to me, we're so thankful you're here because there wasn't even a scissors. And when she went to the office and said, could she have these supplies, they're just not available because there's just not the money to buy those things.
I compare the teachers with that budget sort of like the volunteer managers, anybody in a
Absolutely.
not-for-profit.
Right.
You know, we
We have no
buy
budget.
we buy stuff
Yeah.
for ourselves
Sure,
because we want to enhance our volunteer programs that way, just like the teachers do.
correct.
And I really appreciate it now more because my son-in-law is a teacher, my daughter is a teacher, and we just were at a store in Green Bay
Ah,
shopping, and it was expensive to go up there. Even with the discounts they give, it was still
Yes.
expensive to get the things for the bulletin boards, or you want to
Correct.
make the room. So I think that's really, I really love this. So can you tell us how long ago this started, and who is it open to? Which teachers can?
well, this will be we're starting our 7th season, school year, and it is open to any teacher that teaches at a nonprofit school. And in our area, that pretty much is every school
Okay.
out there.
But it's not beyond the Oshkosh or Winnicott area, correct?
No, we say the Oshkosh area, and I send invites to each of the public school districts, schools, and we send a little invite for them to hand out to all their brand new teachers to their district to let them know about us. And then we are open before school starts for them to come in, so they could come in this year and pick up their things to set up their classrooms.
Okay.
We do supply things for daycares too, if they're nonprofit. That's kind of where the iffy is. There's some that don't qualify. There's
Okay.
some that do.
Because they're teaching our children. You
Correct.
Know, in
Well,
the-
many of them also have 4-year-old kindergarten
Oh,
now
there we go.
housed there, so we do supply them with supplies also. So it's like preschool through 12th grade. Any nonprofit school, parochial, Christian, public, whatever, as long as it's a nonprofit school.
So you're located at Peace,
Correct.
off 9th. Are you in the old gym? Is that or
No,
you,
no, we're
They're in the
in
basement.
in the basement.
basement.
If people come into the circular drive
Mm-hmm.
and park there and come into the door, which would be kind of where the office, going
Yes.
into the office, you just go down the steps and our room is right there.
Okay. So do you have storage space?
We do have some.
'Cause
yes.
I'm wondering, because this is your chance for our audience. I'm wondering what are you looking for? What won't you take? What will you take?
Well, we take just about everything that someone would think that could be used in a classroom. Okay. The things we are no longer taking are we do not want VHS tapes, because now the schools do not have players. For a couple years ago, we still did, but now they don't have those. We do not really like to get like older computers or computer programs, because those are out of date and they don't have use for those in the schools, and they would take up space. We don't like to get textbooks, like old textbooks. That's another space issue.
Okay.
You know, we do like picture books. We like, any kind of book a kid would like to read,
And if
in
you,
good condition.
If you go, what used to be one bookshelf in the hallway has become 4 or 5.
Yes.
And what was neat, these are mostly gently used books,
Yes.
but like the Fine Arts Association, Altrusa, there's a number of groups that do provide some funding.
Correct.
And what we did with Altrusa last year is we chose the teacher's closet to get the some of the scholastic dollars. Wendy
Yes, that was very
Wendy
nice.
Thompson was able to
Yes.
come in, and she's looking around and trying to pick all the books, and the number of books that she was able to walk out with for, which again become the forever books.
Yes. So that's another way of reaching needy kids. One of the things I really publicized at the end of the year, in May, was that teachers come in and pick up some of those books, because I have more to put on the shelves.
Okay.
And to pick those up and send those home with their kids for the summer to keep. I mean, we want them in their hands.
The forever books, and to help them maintain their reading skills over summer, because they lose so much over
Yes,
summer.
they do. Yes, they do.
And it was Webster Stanley, wasn't it, that did the books in the wagon, books in the box. One of the East Side elementary schools over summer.
Oh,
did
Emmeline Cook.
Okay.
Yes,
Did the reading program.
right. The
Going
teachers
out to
went
the
and
neighborhood.
read to the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, there are so many different things. And when you're looking at supplies, a few of the things, and the spiral notebooks, and those are always the easy things to buy. You had a really great experience last year with, I believe it was Wildwood Baptist Church?
No,
Or-
it's the
One of the churches.
Community
Church, yes.
Church.
Did the Stuff the Bus.
Yes.
And the spiral notebooks.
Yes, they've collected enough notebooks that we had enough for the whole year. I did not have to spend any of our money resources on spiral notebooks. So that was super.
And they always
that's
do
the
that before, like in August before
Yes,
Right.
school
they do
started.
that in August.
So another successful
and,
one.
what they do is they set up outside of Walmart, Walgreens in Oshkosh, out on
They did one in Winnie
20th, and one in Winneconne, and at Staples. And they just let people kind of know going in and out of the store what they're doing and what they're collecting. And they had a lot of volunteers doing that. And I was able to go around, to visit the spots. And their goal this year was to increase. So
That's really nice, because the need is only going to get more and more. Now, there's one need that would be very simple for people to do, and that would be donate money.
oh yes, we do need money.
Because that
Always.
way, just like at the food pantry, you know what you need, you have the money
Right.
source to buy it. So if somebody wanted to donate money, how would they just send a check to Peace Church, care of the Teacher's Closet, or how would you like that handled?
Well, we are not associated with the church. We are our own entity.
Okay.
So any checks should be made out to the teacher's closet, but they can mail them to the church address,
Okay,
which
so
is our address.
For the people
240.
on the screen right now, then, so if
Okay.
you're interested in sending a check or a monetary donation made out to the Teacher's Closet, you send it to 240 West 9th Ave, Oshkosh 54902, to Peace Lutheran Church, and they'll make
Correct.
sure that they get it. Now remember, this is September, so school is just starting and there's everything brand new and the sales are going on. So this might be a
Right.
chance to donate the money so you guys can go out and shop and get what you need.
And it's
Right.
important to note that this is a 501c3.
Yes.
So it is a tax exempt
Right.
donation that
And
they're
we-
making.
And we do send out the information back to anyone who donates, so they can use that for their taxes. So they will get something from us.
So can I ask, I know this is kind of a technology question. So are you listed with the United Way? So if we as a company, if I
No.
donate,
We are not connected to.
so
the
could
United Way.
I'll have to ask, so I could give my designation this year and tell the United Way I wanted to go to the teacher's closet because you are a 501c3.
No, I don't know that we're associated.
I'll
with
try it.
Okay.
Because every year I try to pick a new charity to give to. So
Okay. You can go on our website, and there is a link that you can click and actually donate online
Okay.
to something called justgiving.com. And that will also come to us.
And if
Okay.
you're ordering on Amazon, Amazon
Oh,
Smile.
yes. Yes, if you're ordering on Amazon, choose the Teacher's Closet in Oshkosh, and a percentage of what you pay will come back to us. Every month I get about $10, $13,
that's good.
which is a nice little return. So the more people that do that, the more we will
And more
get
people are
back.
using Amazon. They just need to know about
Right.
that little perk of
Right.
doing it.
So we
So does
keep pushing
Amazon
it.
tell you that, or you have to figure it out?
What you have to be careful about is that when you go to Amazon, you have to put in Amazon Smile, all one word,
Okay.
.com. It doesn't always come up that way.
Okay.
If you go to Amazon, then you can ask to go to Amazon Smile. Because
I'll have to
I've
remember
even
that.
had a problem with that.
I'll have to
where
remember
I
that because we
started
just
ordering.
placed a big order, and that would be nice to know. Stuff
Yes.
like that is very
Yes.
interesting to know.
Right.
You know, because it's another way that people can make money by purchasing something, and you
Mm-hmm.
get like a rebate back from it.
Right.
So we're down to the last minute or minutes. What one thing would you like to leave for people to know?
Well, I'd like them to know that we are reaching, I had 322 teachers enrolled at the Teacher's Closet this last year, in 2015-16, and every one of those teachers has probably at least 30 children attached to them, if they're middle school or more, if there's more. So we're really reaching a vast field of people. We're really reaching a lot of kids and a lot of teachers.
In a continual way, not just a one-time drive,
No,
but a
no.
continual resource. So once again, our time is gone. We appreciate you being here, promoting the Teacher's Closet at Peace in Oshkosh. Again, if you need more information, you can go to their website, or you can contact Judy or myself. Our information's always at the end of the show. Thank you very much for being
Okay.
here.
Thank you.
And our audience, stay tuned, and we'll be back for our second half of our September edition of Helping Hands.
It's not a charity, it's more than a charity. It's about helping people we live with. It's about being the type of person that the 6-year-old version of ourselves wanted us to be. It's about community and looking out for one another. It's about money, yes, but it's so much more than money. It's about friendship and common values. It's about opening doors when others are slammed shut. It's about giving kids a place to be kids and growing up knowing they live in a community that cares about them. It's about making sure that everyone gets to see the dentist, because we want to make sure that they have every last tooth in those smiles. Ultimately, that's it. It's about the smiles, old smiles and new smiles. It's about us, all of us, our community living united, because great things happen when we live united. Will you join us?
Welcome back to our September edition of Helping Hands. This is our chance once again for us to chit-chat about what's going on in the community, what our needs are, etc. So we had a really interesting first show talking about going back to school and groups that are there to help the teachers and also the kids in need. It's sustainable. It's not just a one-time drive, but it's sustainable throughout the year so people can get things that they need.
Right, and it needs to be clarified that it is for the teachers to come in. It isn't for the general public, but the donations are so necessary. The teachers are so grateful for it. And they also, as we come up with October, have a lot of neat things that they do with the kids, especially with the older ones, as far as volunteering in the community. And we used to work with Kathy Jeffers over at Lourdes.
She was
there
a
was
gem.
Always. And so Make a Difference Day or any of these other type special events, we always had students involved. So Make a Difference Day is always the fourth Saturday in October. The weekly, the one newspaper.
USA Today.
USA Today always supports that. And we've done in the past events at Aurora, you and I together, with large groups coming in and doing blankets, doing tray favors, all sorts of things. But people can get involved in a lot of different things. Last year, Altrusa did, of all things, we collected toilet paper for the pantry at the Salvation Army. Did you know that most of the pantries don't have paper products like that to hand out? And if they do, they break those packages down. So the toilet paper, paper toweling, diapers for babies, anything, are broken down to smaller units. So that's just one way that we can be helping out in the community. In the spring, we have the postal carriers with their food drive. In the fall, I believe, is the Boy Scout one.
It is.
And so that, and the food pantries, that need is always there. It's not just the spring collection or the fall collection or the holidays. It's always ongoing. And it's not just the poorest of the poor. It could be any one of us one step away by losing a job or illness or other things that are life-changing.
And so we're encouraging, since this show is called Helping Hands, in which we want to give you information on not only volunteering in our community, but things you can do to support our community. The date is Saturday, October 28th, is National Make a Difference Day. So maybe you're a church group, a youth group, a family. Lots of families are volunteering together now. I've been blessed at Aurora with mother-daughter teams, son, grandmother teams. Get together a team and pick out something in our community, because there are lots of causes you can support, and get out there and volunteer and give back.
And you don't necessarily have to go out to do the volunteering for it. You could be doing things from home. So the people that like to knit and crochet or quilt or whatever, there are so many needs out there that would utilize those talents and those items.
Or it's stuff you have at home. There's lots of places that are looking for games and puzzles to help with their dementia and their Alzheimer units. They're looking for magazines to go in their waiting rooms. There's lots of different things that you can do at home to support. So that's the big push in October, National Make a Difference Day. Aurora Foundation also has an annual event that is taking place. It's called Live Well. And every year they choose a different cause to support. So this year the date is October 20th, 2017. It's called the Live Well, and it's going to support the SANE program, which is SANE, which is the Sexual Assault Nurse Examiner program. And that program, Aurora has a very, very successful one where anyone who is a victim of sexual assault or domestic abuse can come, get support, which means physical, emotional support, and also, as we talked about before, donations, because you've donated items to them, which is clothing, which when you think about A lot of the times, if the person is coming in and has been abused physically or sexually, their clothes are evidence.
Every item of their clothing is taken for DNA sampling, evidence of the tears or other things. Brenda Doolittle with the unit has done some wonderful presentations in the community, and having to document not only the tears but the bruising that doesn't show right away, the technology that she has, and that whole unit that's set aside with almost like a living room.
Yes.
So that it's not that sterile office environment. It is just, if you're in that horrible, horrible situation, it is very comforting to have someone who is sitting down next to you or very close to you without a desk in between.
And then remembering also that most of these women, and there also are
some men and very young children.
But most of these women bring their children along with them because they have nowhere else to go with them. So we try to take the children out of the picture. So there we have stuffed animals. We have other things to keep them occupied. So it really is a great program that the Aurora Foundation has been supporting now. So again, it's October 20th, 2017, and it's actually this year they're switching to UW-Oshkosh Alumni Welcome Conference Center. If you need more information, please call Aurora at 456-6000, and you can ask for Kate with the foundation. She'll be glad to give you more information on how you can support this program through your donations.
As I said, it's a wonderful, wonderful program for the people who are going through a bad, bad time. So for Aurora to take the lead is such a godsend to the community.
And it's one of those things, too, that maybe a lot of people don't know about, but the more information we get out there, the more people can know about all the resources that we do have in our community. Just talking to us, too, if you're interested in more information on volunteering or on past guests we had, or if you're part of a group that is new to the community and would like to be on our show, because, again, the focus of our show is volunteering, but it's also spotlighting those volunteer not-for-profit agencies. We've had some very, very interesting ones throughout the years. Whether it's the little community libraries or like Peace Lutheran Church has the little community food pantry. Give us a call. I'm John Neiman at Aurora Medical Center, and my number is 456-7013.
And Judy Ritchie at judy.richey@aim.com.
And we'll be glad to share with you more information on what's going on or taking your advice. We've been on for 14 years now, and I find it so interesting with the guests we have, with the information we share, and so we're glad to bring that to you and to your homes. So,
and people recognize us out in the community, and I'm always amazed at how many people do watch and will come up and ask, do you have someplace that will meet my needs? Do you have someplace that we can?
Which is nice, and that's why we're here. So thank you for watching us, and watch again for our next show. I'm John Neiman with Aurora Medical Center.
And Judy Ritchie, Community Advocate in the Oshkosh Community Committee on Aging.